welcome to New Orleans and Yulman Stadium. It's the Rice Owls and the Tulane Green Wave. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. Here's the wide receiver, Destin Hill. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this could happen on those 3rd and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a big gain, and that's a big 3rd down conversion.
A first down run in the red zone.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And that holding penalty is going to make things more difficult. 2nd and goal coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. And that one did not work. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Rice's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throw.
Maybe some room here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Pulls it and runs it again.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. The Owls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Quarterback will keep it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The option, he'll keep it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the first quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. He'll toss it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. He'll pull it down. Quick step and go. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. On the move. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, They trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll pass on the 50-yard field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down from the 33. He's got it. 1st down and more.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Holstein on the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Green Wave picked up a fresh set of downs through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. Calls his own number. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Power ahead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tulane!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the 16-play drive and finish the deal with Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. From the shotgun, the inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll keep it on the ground. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Using his feet. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Give to the back. Makes a man miss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Green Wave lines up mere inches away from converting on third down. Play fake, Holstein. Here's the pressure. Scrambling to the left. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Looking to throw on first down. He makes a catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. He wants to throw. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Eli Holstein to throw. That's reeled in. It's Hill. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Dances away to buy time. Still running at the 40. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's complete to the right. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Green Wave. He got it. Beat down in bounds.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get 1 more snap off. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Buckeyes with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now over to your game inside Yulman Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rice makes his way onto the field to get things going on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go right back to him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Here comes the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it on second down. There's a crease. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. The option look. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. On the option. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Rice. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hands it off on the counter. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the option. Pulls it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And we'll stop play right now. We have an injury timeout. Now backed up in their own end. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's second down. Goes to the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun on third down, Holstein. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Flips it out to the back, and they'll knock him down. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Holstein. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good from 58 yards out.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep. Turning it on! Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Wants to go right back downfield. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got him. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Unleashes one. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll give it to him again. Maybe a crease. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The give to the tailback. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. And they're able to get him on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. That's caught. It's Matthews. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Now the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. The short hands, it's Falk. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Breaks loose. There he goes. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Owls are in the hurry-up. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.